coming to you from the Bubba's Garage Studio. It's the Donut Shop Boys podcast with your boy Gorilla here and my main man.
Iced tea.
Cold as ice. I like it, man. So we're back. You're going to have to ignore the crickets and the cicadas in the background if you can hear them. Trying to let it air out in this motherfucker.
It's toasty.
As
soon as we came in.
Yeah, we walked in here. It's damn hotter than a bathhouse in Pride Month, bro.
God damn.
Too soon?
Yeah. Pride Month's over.
Rip.
Bro, I got a question for you. Shot out of a cannon.
Oh, shit. Okay, go ahead.
Right. Who's the richest African American?
Richest? Is it Oprah Winfrey?
Elon Musk.
Get the fuck out of here. You fucking clown, yeah?
He's from South Africa.
Yeah.
Which brings us to our sponsor.
Yes. This episode is brought to you by M3is3D.com. I mean, headphone stands, wall mounts, desktop heads, historic and famous figures. They're great for your headphones of choice, whether it be listening to music, listening to the Donut Shop Boys podcast, like gaming headsets, anything like that. We got our very own Elon Musk head that was sent to us by our sponsor. Shout out to M3is3D.com. What you got to say about them, my man?
Hey, you go on that website and you buy one.
Yeah?
Just use our fucking code.
What is
Donut
that
Shop.
code? You hear that? Say it again.
Donut Shop.
Yeah, see, I talked over him like a fucking amateur.
Donut.
But you know what? I don't know if you guys know that joke is dead. This is no longer an amateur operation.
Yeah.
We're semi-pro at worst.
Shout out to Will Ferrell.
Yeah. We'll have the Flint Tropics on the next episode. So yeah, go to m3is3d.com, peruse the section there, selection, I'm sorry, still semi-pro show, and find something you like. Use discount code Donut Shop, get 10% off on m3is3d.com, the best heads on the interwebs.
Hell yeah, man. And using that code not only saves you 10%, but it directly supports the show.
It does.
So we'd appreciate it. You'd appreciate it. And M3 is 3D would appreciate it.
Absolutely. Small business. Supporting small business. Supporting our small business here at the show.
USA made.
Yeah, supporting an American-made small business over at m3is3d.com. It's really a win-win. And then you can get, a glorious bust to display your headphones.
Yeah.
Still waiting to hear from Shula's Special Steak Sauce.
Yeah, number 347.
You guys are on the hook. All right, so let's dig into it, man.
Yeah. What do you got?
By the time this airs,
okay,
Conor and Poirier would have fought.
Okay.
Let's talk about who you think's going to win, who do you want to win, and what's going to be the fallout.
Well, I've read one of the polls talking mad shit about Conor.
Okay.
And he's the only name that I know.
Okay.
I don't know who Poirier is. He sounds French.
Possibly Canadian.
So, well.
He's from Louisiana.
French-Canadian.
Well, he's from Louisiana, so it checks out.
Okay.
The old Cajun vibe.
Well, that's a different mix. If he's straight French, I was going to go Conor, but now he's all Cajun. They're a little rowdy down there.
Well, guess who he's homeboys with? Theo.
Oh, okay. I got to go with the old two-time.
You got to back up the rat.
He's probably got some dark arts he's going to bring to the ring.
Possibly.
I guess.
He tries to stay away from the dark arts.
Yeah, but they're there.
They're there. They're in the background.
Poirier is who I'm going for.
Poirier.
Poirier.
I'm going for Bobby Boucher. You know what? I want Conor to win just because I feel like if he doesn't, he's done.
Yeah, that's game over.
It's game over. You can't talk all that shit and keep getting your fucking head beat in.
Is Poirier? Has he got the sleeve tattoos?
I think so.
I think I saw their weigh-in.
Yeah.
And he just stood there with like a fucking Boogaloo shirt on, and Conor was just arms up, looking like fisticuffs,
Yeah, looking
the old school.
Well, he is Irish, so
yeah.
It makes sense that he would look like the Notre Dame mascot standing there.
But yeah, I have to say the other guy didn't put his hands up at all; just stood there and stared at him.
Yeah, well, that's a sign of autism if you don't put your hands up. Yeah, I think so. I don't know. We'll have to fact check that. Yeah. I think if Conor doesn't win, he's done. That's why. That's the only reason I want him to win. I actually don't think he will. And it's going to be funny to the people listening to this because they're going to already know what has happened.
Yeah, that's
So,
okay.
I'm going to go ahead and say, if Conor won this fight that you guys watched, it was good for business for the UFC.
Mm-hmm.
Because Conor being on the card automatically makes everybody money.
Yeah.
He knows what he's doing. When he talks all that shit, it's the Muhammad Ali trick. It's the Ric Flair trick. If you make people hate you, if you run your mouth and you make a certain amount of people hate you, some people are going to flock to you and love you because they like all that flamboyant shit. And then others are going to hate you. The end result, either way, is that people are going to buy tickets to be in the venue or people are going to buy the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
If he can force you to buy the pay-per-view solely because you want to see him get his head kicked in, he's done his job.
He's making money.
He's making money.
Yeah.
He's not a businessman. He's a businessman. So, yeah, if he won, good. It's good for business.
Mm-hmm.
If he didn't,
yeah,
you got to hang it up. Time to hang that shit up.
I'll go back into boxing.
I'd like to see him fight one of the Pauls.
Yeah.
I'd like to see him fight one of the Pauls, yeah. Or Manny Pacquiao, yeah.
Ah, not Manny.
Mm.
That's who we're presenting to the aliens, right?
According to Theo, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I think we should present Elon. He's
Yeah.
probably going to get to them before they get to us.
He just switched sides.
I think he's a sleeper agent.
Yeah, for the aliens.
I've been saying, dude, something up with that guy.
Yeah.
You can't tell me the Spectrum don't explain everything.
Yeah.
You know, in my world, Spectrum's just a name for a shitty cable company.
That's Cox where I'm from.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Comcast back
Ah.
home.
Yeah, Comcast. That's the Northeast.
Yeah. What's that all fucking Continental? I think maybe up in North Dakota they were pretty shitty too.
They make kind of shitty tires too.
Hmm.
These are potential sponsors. We're gonna move on.
Yeah, we're moving on. So did you see the video of that security forces kid that busted the window out of that lady's car?
Yeah, that was a textbook window bust.
Yes.
But my man did not look like he wanted to be there.
He was not ready.
So I feel bad. I don't even know what was going on though. I've heard through some memes that that she that was like a dependopotamus.
Yeah, that's what I've
flipping
heard too.
out. Yeah,
She
deserved
apparently
it.
like her base privileges have been nixed.
Yeah,
Like, she got
probably
divorced.
for good reason.
Yeah, she seemed like she was terribly not well adjusted. But you know, you just think about like all the things taking place in that young man's life. Like he probably had some skate ass post that day, and then somebody didn't show up. One of the fucking DAF officers probably called out.
Oh, the worst.
He got moved to police too.
Yeah.
And he probably ran people to appointments all day.
Yeah.
Had to go do a RevC somewhere. Had to go relieve the flight line so they could refuel.
Yeah, at changeover.
And then right at changeover gets called up to the gate to deal with an irate potential gate runner.
Flight chiefs probably already turned the radio off, so they're not even coming.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Yeah, area supervisor's already gone.
Yeah.
But I guess her family's like come out and made like big social media posts saying that she was like wrongfully detained and they dropped all the charges, and it's like, oh, I don't think you understand, sweetheart.
Yeah, honey, that's federal property.
Yeah, just because you left the jail, that doesn't mean that you're not going to get a court date.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're trying to throw my man under the bus. My young airman.
Maybe that'll force the Air Force to finally do some better training.
Yeah, go ahead and hold your breath.
That sweet release.
Yeah. I don't think that's happening anytime soon. They're
all talk.
Yeah, well, they train you on the important things.
I said the window bust was textbook.
It was.
That was a single swing, full bust.
He looked like he was asking permission.
Oh, yeah. He definitely has permission over the radio. Yeah. I don't blame him from that though. Cover your ass. CYA.
Yeah. I've seen instances where a lady had her child locked in a car and wouldn't let the responding SF member bust the window out.
Yeah,
Made her husband drive from 45 minutes away. Do you remember that?
I do.
He pulled up, hit the button on the fob, and drove off. Also,
That kid's going places.
yeah, Dad seemed real concerned.
Yeah. He's probably just going to beat
go
her
out on-
later.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say stepchild.
Oh.
Shout out to all you stepchildren out there. But yeah,
Fucking redheads.
Conor McGregor.
Do you stepchild?
He's redheaded.
What's the difference?
What's this? Same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, we're right back on that shit.
You know, speaking
the-
of
you know what's the best-
stepchildren.
What about stepchildren?
Oh.
Yeah, you got one on the way?
No.
You trying to tell me something? Are there problems in the iced tea household?
Yeah. Oh. Got a new dog.
Yes. Tell us about the dog.
That was a Great Pyrenees,
Okay.
and it's
Got a hell of a haircut.
a rescue. Yeah, apparently it's on death row, and we just saved it because we're
Oh,
great
shit.
people.
Big
I
up?
say we because I wasn't involved at all, but
Oh, I was
since
about
it's
to
a
call you
positive
Suge
thing,
Knight, but
yeah. Yeah, we've got a new mixtape, Death Row Records
Okay.
2.0.
So is he treating you well though?
Yeah,
Good little dog.
I've only known him for about 5 to 10 minutes. So
Oh, like
yeah,
when I
yeah,
came
today,
over,
yeah.
he
This is the first
knew-
time.
That's why he wouldn't come to you or
Oh
you
yeah,
called him.
yeah. We've had about 3.5 minutes before you met him.
Oh,
When
okay.
I met him.
Well, I know
But-
a trick to change that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
lay on him and yell, "I'm alpha."
That's what you did with the other dog. Huh?
Yeah,
Might work.
this one's 2 years old.
Okay. The treat, the trick I was gonna tell you to go just give the dog like endless treats, like be known as the treat guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Worked with the kids, so I imagine it worked with dogs too.
Be the fun dad. To
Yeah.
the dog.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about him growing up and being an adult someday. You can spoil your dogs to no end.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, he's gonna end up in prison someday. He's already been there.
It was.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's got a teardrop tattoo to
I
prove it.
saw that. I saw that. I was gonna ask you if you guys got that or if he got that in the house.
Yeah. It was in the house.
Yeah. We're gonna talk about that in another episode though. That I'm gonna write that down actually. Because that brings me to another topic that I want to ask you about maybe in an episode or two. All right. So, speaking of the big house,
Yeah.
Bill Cosby. My man.
Yeah. Beat the system.
He did.
Yeah. OJ'd that shit. But like late.
Late, yeah, in the 11th hour.
Yeah. Literally.
And then
His life.
immediately went after the media and like cancel culture. Which look, I'm not saying I'm one of them.
Yeah.
Not saying I agree. But there was a theory floated way back when he first got accused that if you notice, or if people who were floating this noticed, that there seems to be a theme with powerful men being accused of these type of things, always having like peculiar timing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like say if you got, you were getting confirmed to be a Supreme Court justice, and then some
Yeah.
chick claims that you like touched her butt at a party 40 years ago at a house that she doesn't remember.
Yeah.
You know, not that ever happened, but
Oddly specific.
I know I can name. I'm not going to, but I can name a football player
Mm-hmm.
who, leading into a big game with a rival, and he was like one of the leading tacklers in like the history of this football club, leading into a game with a rival, was arrested and accused of sexually assaulting a female, and it took him out. They ended up losing that game, ended his career for a while, definitely ruined his NFL chances.
Mm-hmm.
He ended up bouncing back because the charges were dropped and everything. But people have noticed there's a theme with powerful men getting accused of these things at like odd timing.
Yeah.
I do. I believe with the Jameis Winston allegations, those were odd timing too.
Mm-hmm.
Almost like someone on the opposition, someone who has a vested interest in that person failing, is kind of pushing a false narrative. I'm not saying that happened with any of these cases. I'm just saying people have noticed a pattern. And one of the pattern that's been floated here was Bill Cosby being accused was like the beginning of like BLM movement, like years of outrage and violence in the streets and nonsense that the left-leaning media kind of turned a blind eye to, when over the years Bill Cosby had a track record of calling his own community out on their bullshit. Like making them take ownership, not denying anything, bad that's ever happened to them or been done to them or is still being done to them, but telling them to like take ownership of their bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like the theory is that they were trying to get him out of the way, because if he still had a voice to speak and a platform, he was going to call it out, and he's a respected voice.
Mm-hmm.
But also Jell-O pudding pops.
That's interesting.
Ugly sweaters.
Yeah.
Rudy. You're too young for the Cosby Show, aren't you?
Yeah.
I was going to ask you if you preferred Rudy or the other little girl, Olivia. You know Raven-Symoné?
Yeah.
She was the cute little girl on the Cosby Show.
Okay.
After Rudy, who was I can't remember the actress's name, I'm sorry, but Rudy was the youngest daughter of Cliff Huxtable, who's Bill Cosby's character on the Cosby Show. Rudy was the cute little girl. After a few seasons, Rudy was no longer little and cute. She's still great storylines, good actress, but that cute, small little girl vibe was gone. So they had to bring in who was a very young Raven-Symoné at the time to play the character of Olivia. So a little tidbit of knowledge.
Like the Olsen twins on Full House?
Yeah, they started to get older, so then they brought in the twin little boys.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which was always bullshit that the twin little boys got to like play twins, and they made the fucking Mary Kate and Ashley share one role.
Yeah. Women are paid less.
It's like when your parents buy you a Nintendo and they only give you one controller.
Yeah, just share.
Yeah, you give your brother
there's 4 ports on this thing.
You give your brother the Atari controller that's not plugged in.
Look, you're playing.
He's in there with a joystick.
Yeah.
I used to let my brother believe that he was controlling Tails when I would play like Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
Yeah. Tails just follows you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just follows you everywhere you go, but he's sitting there just tongue sticking out. Just thinking
trying so hard.
Yeah. And I would tell him how good he was doing too. God, I was such a good big brother.
Yeah. Just magical moments.
I love me some me.
Yeah.
To quote Terrell Owens there. But yeah. You've had some big news going on in your kind of like sports world.
Yeah.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it, Arizona boy.
Hey man, the Suns are fucking dominating right now.
Yeah? How you feeling about it?
I'm hoping. So I really want Suns in 4, right? We're halfway there.
Obviously.
However, it's so good if it was in 5 and win that shit in Phoenix.
Suns in 4 would be great for merchandising.
Yes.
The
city needs it in 5, though.
Yeah, it's always great to win that title at home.
Yeah. Thinking about, so I'm new to basketball.
Okay.
I watched the second half of both games, though, just with timing and shit when I could do it. But, basketball scored differently than a lot of others. Like a 10-point lead isn't the same as it is in hockey, A
10-point lead in hockey's fucking game over.
Yeah, that's it. Just pack your sticks, You can call up the miners and have them fly in to play the rest of the game.
Right.
But 10 points in basketball is, still pretty dominating, but it's not like out there, It's still
at least 3 trips down the court.
Yeah.
But the trips down the court are fast.
Yeah.
As opposed to
and the hockey, 90 feet or 180 feet or some shit from ring end to end.
Yeah. And they're moving quick, but in basketball, there's no person standing in front of they're there, but they're not.
Yeah, exactly.
They're not allowed to block.
And you get 2 at a time.
Yeah, right.
Or
right,
3.
Right. Yeah, you get to double up.
But seeing even that though, so the first game I was more in awe at the fact that they went like 25 out of 26 free throws. They missed the very last one at like the buzzer. And I was like, to me, I think that's a pretty big deal. I don't know how much that's been done, fucking damn near making every free throw. So I was impressed by that. And then I didn't see them. I don't think I saw them drop below a 5-point lead in the second game, in the second half. It was like they'd be at like 10 or 13. They dropped to 5. Milwaukee'd miss a 3-pointer. And then all of a sudden it was like boom, boom, a 2-pointer, 3-pointer back up to 10. And it just stayed like that the whole time. I was like, well, like every time they get to 5, the announcers make it sound like they cut the lead to 5. And then all of a sudden it was like, oh, it's back to 10.
Yeah. They cut that lead to 5. 2 trips down the court can change it.
Yeah. So it was exciting to watch. I think it's the first basketball I've watched on TV probably ever.
Yeah.
So, I'm enjoying it, man. They kept showing Milwaukee their, what do they call it? Deer Valley or some shit or some shit. But dude, they were packed in there. Like COVID does not exist in Milwaukee right now.
Hey.
Sardines.
I like it.
So
they must be vaccinated.
Yeah, all of them. I think them going to Milwaukee is going to be tough.
Yeah.
That Phoenix was fucking loud. It's hard to judge how loud it is through the TV.
Right.
But they kept that mic on the whole game, and it was fucking loud and rowdy. So I think Milwaukee's going to be the same, and if the Suns can tune it out, I think there's a chance of winning both there, at least one.
Yeah. Do you know if Giannis is coming back?
He's been.
Oh, he's been playing?
Yeah. Yeah, they continued I think they started in Atlanta, but the whole counting every time he's at the free throw. Yeah, I saw him miss more than saw him make 3 free throws. But
okay, semi-pro.
Yeah, semi-pro. But yeah, he was there. I also saw.
See, by the time this comes out,
yeah,
we'll already be probably 4 games in, so the Suns may have already done it in 4.
Yeah, and at that point,
and look, sir, I will shake your hand right now and congratulate you on your. Have you ever seen one of your teams win a sports championship?
Yeah.
Which team?
Diamondbacks 01.
Diamondbacks.
I think it was 01.
Okay, how old were you in 01?
Fuck.
You were let me tell you, you were 9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was in 3rd grade. I watched in 3rd grade. I watched the towers fall. Yeah.
Yeah. So, can you name some of the Diamondbacks players from?
Oh, it's Randy Johnson. I know that.
Okay.
That's it.
I'll give you that.
Yeah.
Do you remember his nickname?
Yeah, Bird Killer.
Dick Cheney?
Yeah.
No, the big unit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was like 6'10".
Oh, wow.
Fucking
God
humongous.
damn.
Yeah. A big man. I've never seen one of it. All right, oddly enough, I've never seen one of my current favorite teams win a sports championship.
Okay.
Other than the University of Tennessee. Because that doesn't change. Grew up a 49ers fan because the Tennessee Titans didn't exist then. So I have seen the 49ers win a Super Bowl. It's fucking very exciting.
Yeah.
I grew up an Atlanta Braves fan because I had not yet lived in the Pittsburgh area and become a Pittsburgh Pirates fan. I've seen the Atlanta Braves win a World Series. Very exciting.
Yeah.
Grew up a Chicago Bulls fan because Michael Jordan is the greatest basketball player of all time.
Mm-hmm.
And depending on the time period that I was watching the Bulls, early on, the Grizzlies didn't exist. And then later, in Jordan's time with the Bulls, they were the Vancouver Grizzlies. And I wasn't going to be a fan of some random team from Canada.
Yeah.
So I didn't become a Grizzlies fan until they moved into my home state and are now the Memphis Grizzlies. And then, as you know, growing up, the Nashville Predators didn't exist.
Mm-hmm.
So I was a Pittsburgh Penguins fan. So I've seen them win a Stanley Cup, but never the Preds. So I'm kind of jealous of where I am predicting you will be by the time this airs. You better
I think they have a real good shot. This is the most confident and best feeling I've ever felt about an Arizona team in the playoffs.
Okay.
Yeah. 2012 Coyotes was the last time I felt like this.
Yeah.
And that was more like we might get lucky, you know.
You never know.
But we were still making shit happen and then, you know, lost in the conference final. But And then the Kings ended up going on to win it, I believe, in the finals that year. So at least we lost to the winner.
Silver linings, I
yeah,
guess.
I don't know. Fuck the Kings. Fuck LA.
You know, I had that dilemma a few years ago when the Preds made it to the Stanley Cup Finals and were playing the Penguins.
Yeah.
And I definitely, not a full-on Penguins fan. I know a little bit more about them at the time because I just moved from up there. But I'm like a full-on Preds fan. But if you remember, I didn't want to see Nashville's communist mayor get to lift the Stanley Cup.
Yeah.
But
speaking of that, Tampa Bay winning back-to-back.
Dude.
Wild.
Tampa might be Titletown now.
Yeah.
With the Bucks winning the Super Bowl and
yeah.
Fucking.
And then Stanley Cup calling out Tom Brady saying this is a little heavier to throw. And he said everything's lighter with tequila, but he misspelled tequila.
Well, it's because he's been drinking.
But yeah, as you know, I like the inter sports camaraderie in the towns. Arizona does it a lot with I think it's all Arizona or all AZ hashtag that they do.
Yeah.
Seeing the hockey players support the baseball and support football and basketball and stuff. I think that's cool when the cities come together like that.
Okay.
But it doesn't happen here. You don't ever say Auburn and Alabama joining hands.
Those poor trees.
That's where global warming's coming from.
I will say I've seen it. It's big up in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
And the cool thing about Pittsburgh is all the teams have the same. It's all black and gold or black and yellow.
Mm-hmm.
The fucking Penguins have to be different and have their own like goldish hue.
Yeah.
Even though it used to be black and yellow, they need to go back to the black and yellow so that all of your franchises have the same color. And the people in Pittsburgh, many of which are, they're blue collar workers. They don't have a ton of money to go spend on merchandise. Yo, Penguins, save your fans some change. Let them go just buy a generic black shirt or yellow shirt or that just says Pittsburgh on it.
Yeah.
So that they're wearing the right colors.
They go to any sports team or sports game.
They just have their go-to outfit.
Yeah.
Maybe they can buy a shirt and then a different hat for each different franchise, right? And then in Nashville, there's only the two franchises there in Nashville. But I know the Titans like big time support the Preds, especially Taylor Lewan, who is part of the Bussin' with the Boys podcast.
Oh, okay. I gotcha.
So, and he's a big offensive lineman. As a former running back myself, I love offensive linemen. I don't know why they fucking around. You need to have us on. You need to have us on, fellas. It's the boys and the boys. We'll bring the donuts. I know you guys love donuts. Y'all some big boys.
Yeah.
A linebacker and an offensive lineman. They love
bring
donuts.
some Boston cremes. I got a gift card.
Fucking shout out to Boston, my man.
Hey.
Dunkin' Donuts. But so you need to get that video up of Taylor Lewan at the Preds game. You'll love it. But I think that pretty much wraps us up, man. Just a little catch up. Get you guys invested in the show again. I promise that we'll be more diligent about posting in the future. I'm not sure how long in the future that means, but
eventually.
Sure.
Yeah. We don't owe you anything.
Yeah, damn sure not an explanation. But you can find us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, pretty much all podcast platforms. Go to our website, thedonutshopboys.com. Leave us an Ask the Boys. Click on the merch store. Go to our Teespring. We've got shirts for moms. We've got socks for sandals. Fupa Pack, Plain
Mm.
Janes. Shout out to Boston. We've got the Flight of the Blonde Bombers. I prefer the tank top version. What else we got in there? We got
I don't have the arms for it, so I prefer the regular shirts.
You know what? It's really about the shoulders.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've got the American Defender.
Mhm.
We got the COVID Defender masks. If you guys are still into that.
If you live in California, I'm sure you're still about it.
By hook or by crook. We got shirts for moms. Unnecessary wall decor. Get towels, blankets, mugs, shirts for moms.
Pillows,
Pillows. Yeah, you get some throw pillows. Get in there. Get your ass some throw
'em.
pillows.
you know?
Throw them at each other. Have a pillow fight.
Have like some oversized cornhole pillows.
Yeah. Put on your shirts for moms and have some giant cornhole competitions.
Go
Like
to the website.
yeah, go to the website. Like I said, leave Ask the Boys. Click on the merch store. Buy some shit. If you're on YouTube, like, subscribe, comment. Let us know how we're doing.
Yeah.
Interact with us.
You can leave a review on the website too.
Yeah, absolutely. You
Do
can leave
that
a
if
review
you
on the
got
website.
Something you think we can do that may be better, you know?
Yeah.
We'll-
Fuck you.
we'll
but
think about
also tell us about it.
Hey, go fuck yourself.
We're clearly not ad friendly with our language, so the M3 is 3D coupon code, and the Teespring really help us out a lot with that. So
Yeah, big shout out to them for sponsoring us.
absolutely, that's a brave move, a bold
Really?
move, and I'm
Yeah.
assuming that he's just
He must be on his last leg.
he must be with
No.
it. He must
Yeah.
be.
Yeah,
He's like, yeah, these guys don't offend me.
yeah. That's good.
If you have thin skin, hey, you can either fuck off and turn us off, or you can listen and toughen up,
Yeah,
because life is tough. And it's even
so's our skin.
tougher if you don't have a sense of humor. And there's no better way to exercise your sense of humor than listening to a hilarious podcast.
Yeah.
And until you find one, this one will have to do.
You can't heal if you can't laugh.
That's right. So for your boy, the Vanilla Gorilla, and my main man,
Medium T.
Medium T. Thanks, we out.